I want to just kind of give you my personal observation of how important Dr. Hayward's been in my life. I grew up on these horses, and anybody that's grown up on horses know how taxing they can be on your body. I mean, whenever I say I grew up on horses, I rode an average of 15 to 20 head of horses a day my entire life, and it's taken its toll on me. And here a few years ago, I was just almost immobile in my neck. I couldn't look around, hardly see around. Didn't have any idea that what damage I was doing to my body with these horses. And I was preparing for a world championship race where I built my horses to the point to where we were very confident that we could compete at about any level, but I couldn't do it unless I was healthy. And unfortunately, the prognosis that I got was not very good. Both my doctors said that I was done, that I wouldn't ride anymore. I actually had significant degeneration in 4, 5, 5, 6, and 6, 7, and I fractured and done the damage, the breakage, and the bone spurs and fragments were from 5, 6, he fused 5, 6, and 6, 7. And I was diagnosed to have very limited mobility because of the fusions, and I actually have more mobility now. And in my sport, you're always turning back and looking for that cow continuously. And I actually have more mobility now since the surgery than I did before I had my accident and before I was injured. So, it's pretty easy for me to give a lot of praise to Dr. Franklin Hayward. I mean, that's somebody that's passionate about your health. So, yeah, he's a good guy. He and I are friends, and I believe that. But I believe that Dr. Hayward is the type of person that whenever he takes you on as a patient, or you become a patient of Dr. Hayward, I think there's a friendship level there. I really do. He's that personable. He's somebody that you can talk to. You can talk about your faith. He's a man of great faith. You can tell that by sitting down in the office with him and hearing his passion for God. And that's one of the first things that I asked him whenever he was going to put me under the knife is, what is your relationship with God? And he shared with me, his faith with God and put me at ease immediately. And every time that I go back to visit with him, he not only knows who I am, he knows my story. He knows, what brought me there. He knows, my horses' names and so on and so forth. He's truly involved in your life from that point on, and he looks out for you. I mean, he's concerned about you. I have had Dr. Hayward call my home and ask my wife just randomly, how am I doing? And you don't get that from a lot of doctors. He truly cares. It means a lot to him. The recovery was unbelievable. I had a lot of pain, but I had more pain before the surgery than after the surgery, and I was prescribed pain medicine that I didn't take, and it was amazing how fast the recovery was, and he done an incredible job. I basically was probably 70-80% pain-free by the time that I had my recovery to the point to where he released me to ride again. And after some therapy and kind of taking it slow, that following year I hauled over 80,000 miles. Hauled my horses over 80,000 miles. Not only my horse that I had been training through this process won a world championship title, but myself, I ended up with the Open World Championship title in Tulsa, Oklahoma, against some pretty strong competition. And the first thing I wanted to do is call Dr. Hayward and tell him, you got me there.